Hey guys, it's the day after the pre-release, and you know what that means. It's time to check out what I opened. So, in this lovely little box, which is a cartouche of something or other. I mean, it's red, but I don't actually think it's the cartouche of... Oh no, all of the Lazatep has just been activated now, so we've got the cartouche of ambition, strength, and then knowledge. They're probably all in here somewhere, but the Lazatep has all turned red because the God Pharaoh has returned and activated all the nasty stuff that he's done to it. Flavor, inside here we've got a weird activated Lazatep die, which is, of course, sporting the bolus horns. And then a letter from the God Pharaoh himself. I am Nico Bolus. I have manipulated events across the multiverse from time immemorial. For generations I have cultivated the greatest warriors of Amonkhet, harvesting the worthy to serve a higher purpose, my own. Now this insignificant plane has served its purpose, and I will sweep it away, to be buried beneath the sand, along with any who oppose my will. Let the hour of devastation begin. So this, of course, has instructions on how to build a sealed deck, which is handy for people who don't pre-release every single time like me. So, opening up our pool. First thing I saw was this brand new Angel of Condemnation. This is a sweet card. Check it out. Flying Vigilance, which I forgot and almost lost one game because I wasn't just swinging in the air every turn. So, yeah, that was dumb. But I eventually figured that out, and any time I played this, I won that game. Going into the Amonkhet stuff first, I was happy to see 2 Gustwalkers, 2 right away. And then, some white stuff. And then boom. If that isn't a combo worth running, well, it's not actually a combo, but if these 2 creatures aren't worth running, then I don't want anything to do with the format. So yeah, my white, I hoped I'd be able to play. I also kind of wanted to be in blue. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's some good stuff in every color, and some multicolored stuff, which I didn't really care about. And then onto the Hour of Devastation stuff. White was starting to look pretty good. Starting. Oh hell, I'll just skip to the end. Check it. Sunder. So, return all lands to their owner's hand isn't generally good in Limited. Maybe in Cube. But, I don't know. I kind of wanted to play that. We'll see whether I ended up doing it. So, now I'm just going to lay out the pool so we can see everything. And, yeah. So there's the pool. And of course, the first thing I wanted to do was check out which colors I had the most playables in, or which were the deepest in general. And as you can see, not only did white have a bunch of great things to play, it was also one of my deepest colors. Next, I kind of wanted to see if I could make Sunder work, because if things were going to get goofy, and if Angel of Sanctions was the top of my curve, and Sunder was also the top of my curve, then maybe I could just bounce all lands, and my opponent could never play anything to catch up. So I checked that out. We'll see how that went. I, of course, looked at black, because black usually has good removal, but as you can see, it's not a very deep color, and I have one removal spell. So, didn't end up playing black. I would have liked to try Scrounger of Souls. As it turns out, I played against it, and it was pretty good. I had to kill it, or die, and that's the match I lost. Spoilers. Red also didn't look very deep, but it did look very good. Like, I had Kenra Scrappers, a Fervent Paincaster. I think the Gilded Ceradon is very good. And then Magma Sprays, Inferno Jet, Puncturing Blow. Hazaret's Undying Fury I wanted to try because I was down on it in the set reviews, and I wasn't sure. So that was something I thought about. And then green, because I always love green. The two Feral Prowlers, the Hope Tender, the Ramanap Excavator, and honestly the Sidewinder Naga all sort of pulled me in that direction. As well as Tenacious Hunter, I knew that a 4/4 for 4 was good, but I didn't have any -1/-1 counters really, so it would just be a 4/4 for 4, which is still good. And Shafet Monitor would help fix, and Bitter Bow Sharpshooters is a card that I like quite a bit. So, I wanted to play that color, but again, no removal. And in sealed, you usually play to your removal. So, multicolored cards, of course, I had the Aven Wind Guide, which white-blue was where I wanted to go first. So, that was pulling me. And then Refuse to Cooperate, well, is kind of what my white-blue did. I don't really like this card. I don't think it's great. So, whatever. And then I looked at the lands, and I didn't have any real fixing. Like, Painted Bluffs is fine. I don't have any Naga Vitalists here, so there's no real reason for playing a Painted Bluffs. What I should have done is played it in my deck anyway that I had, because my fixing was, or my colors were very strong, and then it would have been another desert, so we'll get there. Blue. What I wanted to play. Sunder, of course, being kind of goofy and fun. Strategic planning, not really what I was looking to do. Jace's Defeat sideboard. Cartouche of Knowledge, of course, is good. And then I think Striped Riverwinder is probably good in sealed. I think it's still going to be too slow for draft. Spellweaver Eternal, that's a good start. It's got Afflict and Prowess. It's exciting in an aggressive to mid-range deck. Seer of Last Tomorrow is kind of meh. Proven Combatant is kind of meh. Champion of Wits. This is another card that I wanted to play. When it's the battlefield, you draw cards equal to its power and then discard 2 cards. So I could, filter, discard extra lands, go digging for the things I really want, go digging for my angels. I might put the blue-white deck together now and try it against somebody else's sealed deck to see how it would have gone. But the deck I ended up, I think, was the right deck. Aven Reedstalker, I think, is good. Aerial Guide, I think, is great. Slitherblade, I don't like. Seeker of Insight, I don't like, even though other people do. Scribe of the Mindful, again, I don't like, even though other people do. And then Aven Initiate just didn't quite get where I wanted it to be in Amonkhet, and I thought this format was going to slow down. Spoilers, doesn't look like it does at all, so I don't know how good that guy's going to be. So in the end, I bowed to my removal, which is really a great place to be. 2 Deserts Holds, 2 Magma Sprays, Puncturing Blow, and then, of course, both of these angels count as removal. So let's have a look at how my red-white deck looked. So this is the deck I ended up running. It's fairly aggressive, as you see, although it's not like a wall of 2-drops. But the real thing that drew me to this, other than my 2 angels, is the removal. I've got 2 Magma Spray, 2 Deserts Holds, a Puncturing Blow, and then an Inferno Jet to the opponent's face, which can kill them from 6, which is great. I was running Hazoret's Undying Fury, and if you watch or listen to our pre-releases, you will know that I was down on this card during the set reviews. I was down on this card during the set review. I'm still not sure it's amazing, but it definitely won me some games. So I posted a picture on our Twitter of the 4 creatures that I pulled off at one time, including both of the angels. And my opponent just snap conceded at that point. But another time, I played it, and I got literally the worst creature in my deck, the Defiant Kenra. And that was it. Now, that still pulled 3 lands off the top, which I wouldn't want to draw at that point anyway. And in this deck in particular, I've got the Undying Fury, an Inferno Jet, and those are my only 6 drops, so this is the only card that it won't hit in the whole deck, other than lands, which I don't want to be drawing when I have 6 anyway. So there's a case to be made for it there. 2 Gust Walkers, random 2 drops, Dauntless Aven to untap, the Angel, or untap an exerted creature. The Kenra Scrappers are pretty good, and I was actually impressed by the Steadfast Sentinel. I think I was also down on this card during the set review, but a 2/3 for 4 is absolutely below rate. With Vigilance, it's fine. How it actually plays out, though, is you'll play it on 4, and then just swing with it every single turn, because by the time they bother blocking it and killing it, you can then get a 4/4 Vigilance, which you're also basically swinging with every turn. In this aggressive format, people aren't playing a lot of 4-power creatures. Gilded Ceradon was great if I had one of my 3 deserts. It was fine if I didn't. I blocked with this more than I attacked with it, because I had other things to get in for damage. Puncturing Blow actually killed a Glorybringer like 3 times, which is great. Now, as for sideboard, Chandra's Defeat I brought in a lot, because red was played very heavily. Jera's Renunciation I thought about bringing in, but decided that I didn't have anything I wanted to take out for it. Dutiful Servants I should have boarded in one game against someone who had a lot of 1 and 2 toughness creatures, because I could have blocked most of his board. I didn't think of it, which is bad on me. And then the Second Act of Heroism and... where did I put it? The Gideon's Defeat. Gideon's Defeat came in once. I never drew it, but it would have been good if I had. So definitely these are good sideboard cards. Of course, these are 2 of the best of this cycle, because they're just kill a thing, kill a thing. I mean, attacking or blocking, but that's the things you want to kill, right? Finally, the 3 deserts were fine. I was running, was it 7 or 8? Whoop. I'm not sure where my land went. 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah. So I was running 7 plains, 7 mountains, and then the deserts. These were fine. I cycled them a bunch. This was also just fine. I actually killed one opponent with a shock to the face. But normally I didn't have a lot of red sources. I don't know why. It just worked out that I was drawing mostly plains. But if I had had double red and these deserts were on the battlefield, or even like I play one and then immediately sacrifice it to deal 2 to my opponent, that was fine. So this is a pretty good combo. They're the lands that I would have wanted anyway, because, you know, these ones cycle and this one does a thing that I care about. The rest are maybe more or less good, depending. But another surprise all-star in the deck was Pathmaker Initiate. This is just a 2/1, but once there are blockers on the field, I got in for 2, 4, 6 because of this guy. And that made a lot of difference in a lot of games. So, as for my record, I went 5-1, which is very good. I lost once to mana issues. Like I said, I was drawing mostly plains. I could not draw a red source that entire game. And then when I finally drew a red source, I thought, well, I need double red for this. I have nothing else that would matter. I didn't draw any magma sprays that game either, so whatever. I'll probably do a more detailed breakdown of my games up on the website, so check that out. In the meantime, thank you for watching this. Please like and share these videos, subscribe to our channel, and also check out the Knowledge Pool. This week, Tams and Laura will be absent because they're road tripping out west, but I will have a special guest who was also at the pre-release and who is also a big fan of the modern format, so come and check that out. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Wow, this really does look pretty neat. I mean, that art is, well, it's only okay, but all the packs I won. Oh no.